So you've also warned that young Canadians are being gaslit about the economy, and even if the U.S. tariffs were to vanish tomorrow, we'd still have structural problems. For instance, low productivity, high indebtedness, and heavy foreign ownership of our bonds. The Bank of Canada, we heard here, now directly links the Canadian affordability crisis to productivity growth. Can you explain what it means when you say Canadians are being gaslit about the economy? And what do you see as the real drivers of our productivity stagnation and capital flight?
Sure. I think two things can be true at the exact same time, and I think we have a hard time sometimes holding those two opinions that may seem contradictory but are in fact complementary. Donald Trump's protectionism is completely unjustified, and I want to make that very, very clear. However, virtually every single problem that Canada is dealing with is a structural problem that has been entrenched for years. And I think what's really, really important is to just we need to be focused on sort of the big picture. Donald Trump won't be president forever. Trade relations will normalize, but things that we've discussed in this meeting and others will not necessarily go away, which is the deficit issue, housing affordability, productivity emergency, the chronic lack of business investment, which I think is fundamentally the real issue underpinning all of these productivity conversations. I mean, all of that was true, when the Deputy Bank of Canada Governor, Carolyn Rogers, wrote what I think is probably the most important speech in Canadian economic history, which is the fact that we are suffering a productivity emergency. And Mr. Vincent basically just reiterated all of her suggestions as to how we can fix it. So, the focus on Donald Trump is maybe it's a Pyrrhic victory on his part, because I think if we can coalesce around how to solve these problems when he disappears, Canada can at least be repositioned, at least philosophically, to do the right things.